So one of the biggest concerns I'll see prospective students have is, where do my guides fit into my religion? I think this is a common question because there's a lot of fear associated with talking to spirit. But even if that's not something that you are struggling with, you might be wondering how your spirit guides fit into your business or how they help your business. Today, we're going to be talking about where your spirit guides fit into your religion and or your business. It sounds like two completely different topics, but in fact, it's really kind of similar. So stay with me. Welcome to Spiritual and Ambitious. I'm your host, Whitney McNeill. I'm a certified medium and spiritual teacher, and I help spiritual and ambitious souls just like you live your life purpose through your career and attract abundance by connecting into your intuition and spirit guides. Let's get spiritual and ambitious. I want to give a shout out to you listening right now. Thank you so very much for being a part of my podcasting world. And if we haven't connected on Instagram, I'd love for you to go over and say hi to me at Messenger of Spirit. Also, we have a podcast review giveaway. I'd love to see you participate in that. You can go to messengerspirit.com/podcast review. We'll link to it in the show notes. But thank you so much for listening. So religion and business, they're definitely different topics, but I'm chatting about it today because your spirit guides can integrate into both very similarly. Now, if you're someone who has wondered if it's bad to talk to spirit, you already know my opinion is no, it's not. I think that religion was created for multiple reasons. Yes, there can be a lot of good that comes out of it, but also there's a lot of fear and control, I believe, with organized religion. I don't know about you, but every time when I was a child that I'd walk into a church, I felt like an outcast. Even though everyone was welcoming, I felt like I didn't belong. I actually read the Bible trying to find some sort of connection there. And I sought out so many different religions because I thought, well, I just cannot resonate. What is going on? I have a lot of personal beliefs about different things that we were taught. But I do think that, unfortunately, in some religions, there is this factor of wanting to induce a lot of fear or control. Like, you can't do this because this will happen to you, kind of stuff. That's what I mean about control. So when we're taught this fear concept, we shut ourselves off of being able to communicate with spirit because we're afraid. We're afraid that if we communicate with spirit, that it is bad and that something bad will happen to us. Some belief systems date so far back that they believe that the average person cannot communicate with spirit or God, universal intelligence, creator, source, whatever you believe, and that there's only certain people that would be able to do that. Certain ordained people or certain people with gifts. Please know, if you're listening, that every single person under the sun has the ability to connect with spirit and their intuition. You are a spirit in a physical body. And if you believe that, yes, when I die, I am going to be spirit. If you believe that one concept, then I definitely invite you to have the concept of, well, if I am spirit and in a physical body, then that means I also get to communicate with people in physical bodies on the earth plane, and I get to experience the world of the earth, but I also am spirit, so I also get to communicate with spirit because I am spirit. So just understanding that concept kind of really opened up my eyes. I think it can open up a lot of people's eyes too. But from a child, I was connecting with spirit all the time. I just didn't exactly know what to do about it. And I found zero comfort in organized religion. And it wasn't really until I understood spiritualism where I started to find more resonance there. Now, this episode is not about, what religion's bad and what religion's good. I think that all religions serve a purpose. If you feel really resonant with it and connect with it, fantastic. If you're here to do good and help other people. Where do your spirit guides fit in? Your spirit guides can be from that same religion. So if you're Catholic, let's say, you can actually have a spirit guide that specializes in that religion. Isn't that neat? So that you have a guide that kind of speaks that same language in a way. Same with other religions. So one, just knowing that your spirit guide can respect what you believe is really great. But also, your spirit guides are never going to try to change your belief system. That's also why you get spirit guides that believe in the way you do. So your guides are not going to try to say, this is bad, we're steering you away from the light, believe this other thing. They are just going to help you, and they're a complement to what you already believe. So sometimes people say, well, where does that fit in with angels and God? Well, it's going to be different for how everyone believes. For me, angels are separate than spirit guides, and really energetically, when I've seen them and I've experienced their presence from readings for myself, very different energy. Think of your spirit guides as your helpers. They are here to help you move closer to source, to be the best person, the best version of yourself that you can be. A lot of people have questions like, well, what about my higher self? So what I'll say is your spirit guides are your spirit guides. They're your helpers. Your higher self is the highest version of you. It's an extension of yourself. You could think of your higher self as this version of your soul self if you want to. That might be a better way to describe it. You can think of angels as helpers that are here and they embody a certain energy and they're really beautiful. And then whatever your belief is, whether it's source, whether it's God or something else, that's different. They are all energetic beings and tools to get you closer to what it is that you really want to achieve. For me, I believe that we all have a piece of source within us, right? So no matter what you believe, if you believe that God created you, if you believe that Mother Earth created you, then you have that piece of light within you and that we're all part of the divine. Right? That if we have the spark of divinity within us, then we would be able to communicate with divinity. So understanding where they fit in is truly going to be different for you, but think of your spirit guides as helpers. They're not here to shift how you believe. They're here to help guide you and get you on your path. It's just extra help. Why would we ever refuse extra help, right? And when your spirit guides give you messages and you follow them and you see the good that you can do for other people, you know that there's more good that you can do too. And of course, you're somebody that's always going to do good things. So if you're doing good things and you feel like, yes, this feels great, I'm helping people, then you know you're on the right track. When I finally found my aha, this is what I believe, I co-founded a spiritualist church with friends. And what was really beautiful is we were able to communicate with spirit in an organized way, but each person that attended kind of believed different things. And we were all able to receive messages from spirit and healing from spirit and celebrate what it is that we believed, even though we saw how spirit affected our lives in different ways. So we had people that would attend that were Wiccan. We had people attend that were of the Christian faith. We had people that attended that didn't really know. And it was really nice to see. Your spirit guides truly want the best for you and honor the path in which you believe. Now, this is actually going to lead into how your spirit guides fit into your business. So stay with me after this quick break so we can talk all about it. If you're a spiritual and ambitious soul who wants to live your life purpose through your career and is looking for a way to stay aligned to your intuition, your spirit guides, your life purpose, and your manifesting abilities for abundance, then I want you to listen in. I would love to invite you to apply for my Aligned Spiritual Mentorship Program. Aligned is for the committed, spiritual, and ambitious soul who wants to elevate their intuition, their connection to their guides, and truly make a change in this world by living their purpose, all while attracting more abundance. The members inside of this mentorship are ready to go to their next level, and they know that they have to be consistent in receiving support and honing their intuitive abilities. If you're looking for mentorship, coaching, and tools to stay aligned on a consistent basis, I'd love for you to apply. Each month, I get to channel messages, work with members inside of my hot seat coaching sessions to help them move past their blocks, answer their questions, and we have a spirit surprise. We've had guest experts about all different spiritual topics with live sessions, workshops with me, training, and even surprise readings. I like to say that Aligned is like a spiritual buffet. We give you all these tools and resources, and you get to consume what you're spiritually hungry for. One of my favorite components of Aligned is the support. When you're in a virtual room with other people who are seriously committed to their path and their purpose, it changes the game. Not only does it help you elevate your vibration, but we can collectively manifest together. You can learn more and apply at messengerspirit.com/aligned. Thanks for staying with me. If you're somebody that really wants to align your intuition and really connect and consistently make sure you're on your path, and you want to do that with me and Aligned, I'd love for you to go check it out at messengerspirit.com/aligned. We'll link to it in the show notes. All right. So we talked about spirit guides can come in and kind of fit into your belief system to help you. Well, they do the same with business. So with your business, they can actually do a little bit more. You can ask for a spirit guide that specializes in the business that you're in. You can also ask for a spirit guide to come through to help you with marketing, advertising. You can also ask your spirit guides to help you find the right website designer and so many other things. But your guides come in to help elevate your current existing business. Now, if you're working with your personal guides, your guides will help guide you to the pivots and the changes that need to happen. If you need to find your first virtual assistant, you can ask your spirit guides for some help with that. They can also inspire you with new ideas and guide you in your marketing and the words to say. So if you're just starting out in your business and you feel like, I don't really have the budget to hire somebody, you can ask your spirit guides, what does the person reading this website page need to know? And you can channel that information. So working with your spirit guides, they can help direct, they can help give you inspiration, and they can also help guide you to the right people in the right places. So literally they can fit into your already existing business, or if your desire is to change it or to start it, they can also help you with that too. Now we have personal guides, and then we're going to have guides that can help us in business like long term. So if you're somebody who is into website design, most likely you're going to have a guide that specializes in that too. But let's just say that you're getting ready to do a new marketing campaign and you don't do marketing on a consistent basis. So let's just say that this is like a one-time thing. Well, you could have your spirit guides bring in a universal specialist to help you with your marketing. They help you with ideas, with colors to use, and can even guide you to the right marketing person. If you're just like, Whitney, I can't do it, then they can help guide you to a teacher, a mentor, or somebody that you can hire to do the marketing. You might even be wondering, I love to start my own business. I just don't know what I would do. Well, your spirit guides can even help inspire more of the ideas and give you the vision. And you can ask your guides to help you make those first next steps. So if you're in a place where you feel like you just don't belong, similar to I felt when in religion, but let's say you're like, hi, this is foreign to me. I want to be a business owner, but I feel like all of this is really, really confusing and I don't even know where to start or what to do. Or maybe you are in business, but it still feels like this foreign land to you. Similarly, how church felt to me. Knowing if you feel that way, there's a couple things that can go on. One is it's just unknown territory that you need to get used to, right? To remove the fear and know that your spirit guides are here to help you and that they can help you take those first next steps through inspiration of ideas, through telling you the actions you should take, connecting you with the right people, mentors, and support system. And it may take a little bit of you shedding some old skin, like, all right, let me get a little bit used to this. If you're already in business and you feel like an imposter when you're around other business owners, then maybe you're not around the right kind of business owner. So what I would say is your spirit guides can guide you to the right support system. Similarly to the religion that I was looking at just didn't feel right. I had to look through a couple ones until I really felt like, oh, this one feels good to me. With your business, it might be that the people that are around you are not the right people for you that support your vibration. It can also mean the business that you have, is it really in alignment? Do you need to pivot? Do you need to shift? How is it feeling for you? Is it overwhelming? Is it feeling really great? Is it feeling not so great? Do you feel like there's always more to do? How can we consolidate? So your spirit guides can help guide you and shift you to making the necessary tweaks that need to be made so that you can have that business that feels like, yes, this feels like mine. Now, if you just feel like an imposter in your family because you're a business owner or you're an intuitive, they don't get you. I'll talk about that in another episode. But understanding that you can talk to your spirit guides and say, I feel like I'm in left field over here. Can you please help steer me to some supportive people, a community that would be really helpful and that would get me? And that is what I'm talking about. Your spirit guides can help you with that. So for both topics, your spirit guides, one, fit into where you are. They meet you where you are. They're only here to help you. Two, your spirit guides can specialize in different areas. So for religion, they can specialize in what you believe. And in business, they can specialize in the topic that you need. Three, if you feel like you don't fit in any topic, ask your spirit guides to help guide you to the right people and the right situations and the right path for you. All right, if you're looking for a supportive group of people that do get you, especially if you are a business owner and you want to stay connected to your alignment, I'd love for you to check out Aligned. We'll link to it in the show notes. And until the next episode, here's to staying spiritual and ambitious. Thanks so much for listening to this episode. And if you loved it, would you please share it with a friend? I would also love your review. And a reminder to subscribe so you never miss an episode. You can find me at messengerofspirit.com, and you can take the 4 Intuitive Languages quiz and find show notes there too. If you want to connect on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, you can find me at Messenger of Spirit. If you want to continue the conversation, join my free Facebook group at messengerofspirit.com/group. I'll meet you right here next week. Here's to staying spiritual and ambitious.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM. Women's voices amplified.